An unprecedented leak of private financial information is beginning tonight. For weeks, we've been telling you about millions of secret files involving offshore tax havens. Well, now you can search an online database and find the people named in those files. Alison Crawford has the details.
There are legitimate reasons to open an account or trust offshore, but for those who want to evade taxes, launder money, and keep under the radar, tax havens meet their need for secrecy and discretion. Now, anyone with access to the internet can have a peek into the intricate international network of people, companies, and trusts operating offshore. Since April, CBC News has identified more than 550 Canadians in the database.
There's a growing consensus that no one should be able to own a company secretly. No one should be able to hide in the shadows behind a company or a trust.
By taking a look, Hudson hopes the public can shed some light on those shadows and ultimately help hold people to account.
What we found as we dug deeply into the database is a tremendous number of folks who are involved in illicit or questionable activities. Arms dealers, Ponzi schemers, fraudsters.
That said, there are plenty of innocent reasons why people go offshore, and the website has a disclaimer saying the ICIJ isn't implying that anyone in the database has done something wrong.
It's almost like telling half.
But this privacy expert says some could reach the wrong conclusion.
The impression that someone would get looking at this is that there's a lot of interconnections between a lot of companies that are located offshore, and that maybe that means something nefarious.
By posting only parts of the information, Mark Hayes says some might get the wrong idea.
You can have a lot of people who are perfectly innocent, perhaps getting their reputations damaged by just being on the list.
Raymond Baker has long crusaded for more transparency in the global financial system.
I think it will turn loose a lot of tax authorities to start looking aggressively at earnings which have not been reported.
Now, for some, this will be just another tool to snoop on neighbors, colleagues, and ex-spouses. But world leaders are also interested in these goings-on. That's why they've made offshore tax havens a priority for next week's G8 summit. Alison Crawford, CBC News, Toronto.